Matt Campbell is taking his Iowa State Cyclones into Cincinnati to play the Bearcats. Scott Satterfield has got this team going a little bit better than they had been going. And Matt Campbell is just getting all kinds of good things going this year. So these two teams are both very competitive. They have their downsides, they've got their good sides. And so we're going to take a look at both these teams because this is Iowa State's first really big win chance on the road. Cincinnati Bearcats, yeah, they've been having their problems. They've got a elite defensive player coming back who had been injured. Rocco Becht at Iowa State has been doing what he needs to do, even though his offensive line hasn't. So this is going to be a really good game to watch, I believe. Cincinnati has been keeping games close. They've had the offense. They've just not been able to get the defensive stops when they needed to in some of the game and one game, and it barely was able to eke out in other games. Iowa State has also been playing a little closer than is probably comfortable, but they're undefeated now. They're 5-0. If they can beat Cincinnati, they're already qualified to go to a bowl game. Cincy, on the other hand, is 3-1. Nebraska's their one loss. Not even an in-conference game, and it was a neutral field. Lost by 3, but they've been doing a little bit better in some instances. So let's take a look at this game. And also, if you like watching college football, if you like college sports, hit like and subscribe because I try to cover those games that I think will be far more interesting to watch than just the big time games that everybody's always talking about. So here we go. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. So, if we're going to talk about Iowa State, Rocco Becht is 79 of 120, 1,103 yards through the air, 65.8 completion rate, but he's got 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's been sacked 8 times. That is not a good look. Now, he's got some guys that he's got 3 guys that have helped him out a little bit, but not much. So total, they got 1,176 through the air, but they've still got only 7 touchdowns. Now, on the ground, on the other hand, Carson Hansen, 73 carries, 315 yards, 2 touchdowns. Abu Sama, 50 carries, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Lee, 14 carries, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. Rocco Becht, 36 carries, 38 yards, 5 touchdowns. And also Alex Mansky's another quarterback's got a touchdown. And Xavier Townsend, a wide receiver's got a touchdown. So they got 755 yards on the ground, but that's been their leading scoring ability. That's 12 on the ground. On the receiving side, Brett Eskidson, sorry, 10 receptions, 216 yards, 1 touchdown. Gabe Burkle, 12 for 168, 1 touchdown. Benjamin Brommer, a tight end, 16 for 138, got 3 touchdowns. Dominic Overby's got 4 for 65, 2 touchdowns. So that's a 7. Brett Skidson has got a 66-yard long run. Chase Soul, who hasn't been able to get a touchdown, has got a 52-yard run. Gabe Burkle has got a 44-yard run. There's a 31-yard run from Tyler Moore. On the ground, Abu Sama's got a 44. Carson Hansen's got a 38. So they got guys that can get out there. May not always translate into scoring right away, but it's very helpful. On defense, they've only been able to get 8 sacks on opposing quarterbacks, but still, they've got 17 pass deflections and 6 interceptions. That's good, even though they haven't been able to score on the defensive side. They got 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. It's a defense that's doing pretty well, and they're not getting into the secondary as easily. Marcus Neal, a defensive back, 34 tackles, 1 sack, 2 pass deflections. Jameson Paulton, defensive back, 28 tackles, 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions. Caleb Bacon, linebacker, 27 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Cooper Ebel, 25 tackles, 1 sack. Jontez Williams, defensive back, 15 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and an interception. So this is a very active defense. They keep watch of everything. And the offense, when they go up against tougher teams, they might have a bigger problem, which is what this game, being in a combative environment, this is a team that's going to have to show out. They have been doing a decent job of it, but this is going to be a different environment, and these guys are having their problems. Plus, you know, 8 sacks. This offensive line is not holding up like it needs to. Now, for the Cincinnati Bearcats, Brendan Sorsby has been a lot of their offense. 74 for 107, 1,043 through the air, 69.2 completion rate. Got 10 TDs through the air, 1 interception, 1 sack. Now, both his backups, Brady Lichtenberg and Samaj Jones, have both got touchdowns, so they've got 12 touchdowns through the air. And having only 1 sack, that's important. Brendan Sorsby is also leading rusher, 35 rushes, 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tawee Walker, 42 for 224, 3 touchdowns. And Chance Williams, 5 for 11, 1 touchdown. So they got 8 on the ground. Not bad at all. Cyrus Allen, wide receiver, 23 of 273, got 5 touchdowns. Gabe Goody, 13 of 251, 1 touchdown. Jeff Caldwell, 12 of 199, 1 touchdown. Joe Royer, 10, 162, and 2. So 2 touchdowns there. 2 touchdowns for Isaiah Johnson. It's spread out. Tawee Walker's got a touchdown through the air. A lot of spreading out who gets the chance. On defense, you got 10 sacks on the opposing quarterback, 6 pass deflections. This is not a good sign. But hey, that could be improved. 5 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Joe Golday, the leading tackler, 36 tackles, 2 sacks. Trevon Gallard's got 19 tackles, 1 pass deflection. They're going to have a problem with Rocco Beck because Beck will throw it, but they are also looking like they know how to get to the opposing quarterback. Not as good as they need to be, but they do look like they can do it. It's a decent defense. I mean, 300 tackles. It's a dependable defense, but not that spectacular. Especially, their leading tacklers, linebackers. Gola Callard is a safety, so that means people are able to get into the secondary, but they're not getting pass deflections. That's a worry. But for the rest of their players, linebacker, safety, linebacker, defensive back, safety, and defensive back. So they are getting into, you're able to get into the secondary. They got Evan Pryor, who's got no touchdowns, but he's got a 46-yard long run. Cyrus Allen with his 5, he's got a 44-yarder. Caleb Goody's got a 55-yarder. Joe Royer's got a 73-yarder. Jeff Caldwell's got a 39-yarder. This is a team that knows also how to get those explosive plays. Their defense, a little underwhelming, but they do have some good players coming back. Experience, I mean, Sorsby is, you know, he's was originally at Indiana. Now he's with Cincy. And you're looking at a team that, 24 for 205 on penalties. It's not a bad team, but they're having to deal with, they're not quite there yet in a lot of ways. I mean, Satterfield's been there. This is his third year. I don't doubt this is going to be a winning team. I'm just wondering if how well they're going to stand up. I'm looking at this game, and number one, I think Cincinnati could pull this one off. But looking at the numbers, looking at other than the fact that this offensive line for Iowa State is horrendous, I'm looking at this going, they've got the experience. Rocco Beck is a little bit better of a quarterback, in my opinion. He is used to this system, and he's got good people around him. They just need that offensive line to hold a little bit better. But he's used to it. This is a team that's used to having to scramble to get the wins. They're willing to fight. And those teams are a lot of times going to make the difference. Very disciplined team, 13 for 113. Very disciplined team. I do believe Iowa State should win this. Now, that's not to say that Cincy is not going to put up one heck of a fight. If you can't stop Sorsby, and you've got to get to Sorsby. Sorsby can get at you through the air. If he needs to rush, he can rush. Iowa State's defense has got to step up. Their offensive line's got to do a little bit better, but they're a much more disciplined team. I'm looking at this. Yes, Cincy could win this one. If they can keep it close, they can win this game. But Iowa State has got the ability with a little bit more talented, a few more talented players, and a better defense. Yeah, I think that's the keys to this game. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.